What is up, Script Kiddies? Today I'm back with another story time. I know that I did one of these story times yesterday about another salty person, but today's story is actually pretty weird because this is a Karen story anyways, but the weird thing is the Karen wasn't the customer, but the Karen was actually the cashier, which is kind of weird. It's like, you usually expect the Karen to be the customer, but this time the Karen is the cashier. And the good thing about the fact that this happened mostly to my mom and I is my mom is also like a middle-aged woman exactly like her. So the cashier didn't have any power over her. She couldn't pull those "I'm a middle-aged woman" card over her, which I find really cool that my mom's also a middle-aged woman, so my mom could fight back with that if she needed to. So anyways, I'm gonna go into the video now. So anyways, I finished my school and we just want to do errands. Like, we needed a few new chargers since we had a couple of chargers break on our phones the other day, which is weird. We had 2 chargers break in the same day. So anyways, we went to Walgreens, we got some food, and then we go to Walmart for an Instapot. My mom has wanted an Instapot for Christmas for the last, I think, about 3 years. We finally got my dad to approve it about today. So anyways, we look around and my mom expects it to be about $120 because it is a air fryer, a slow cooker, and an Instapot. A slow cooker is usually about $20 to $30. An air fryer is usually about $100 in itself, and then an Instapot is about $100. So those 3 combined are actually pretty good. So we put it in our cart and we keep on shopping, and we get a really small blender for about $15, and we got some hooks for my shower curtain because the current hooks on my shower curtain just keep on falling off. So anyways, we get ready to go. We have everything ready and we have everything that we want, and we just get ready to go. So we go through the line like normal. It takes about 3 minutes of waiting, and anyways, we get there and the cashier scans the items. We get about $50 more than we planned. So I'm pretty sure it said like $220 on there. And anyways, think here, I remember the air fryer that we got was about $80, and then the what is it called again? The blender was $15. That's $95. I'm pretty sure that some hooks for a shower curtain are not gonna be like $115, to be honest. So anyways, we get $50 more than expected because, you know, we got a pretty good deal on it and everything just is like out of the ordinary with the price. So my mom asked for a price check. If you don't know what that is, it's when you verify that that's the correct price and everything, and that you haven't and that there hasn't been any glitches in anything. This is when stuff gets really bad. So the cashier says no to the price check, and as a customer, you basically have the right to say, "Hey, I want a price check." So then my mom asked for the manager, and to be honest, I understand why my mom would ask for the manager. If the person isn't giving us a price check, then we need to get the manager involved if we are basically being scammed at this point. So the cashier says no to the manager, and at this point, we know that for sure that the cashier has like overstepped her boundaries and power. And anyways, my mom just doesn't want to be scammed, and she insists on getting the manager. And then my mom wasn't being my mom wasn't causing too many issues. The cashier pretty much was, and then the cashier was like, "You're being problematic, you need to leave." And my mom says, "No, we'll just wait," because the cashier said, "I've done everything in my power that I can do." Like, if that means that you just don't want to do anything and you want to just scan items and stuff, then that's your power. But if you want to actually have a job, then you're going to have to go out of your boundaries sometimes. And she says, "We don't have any managers right now." And I don't think either my mom or I believe that. We're not just going to believe that lie because really, I don't think there is going to be a Walmart out there with about 100 people in there and just like 3 cashiers doing their thing and maybe a restocker. Yeah, I'm just not gonna believe that, really. So anyways, my mom says she'll wait for a manager, and then guess what? The cashier starts yelling at us. She's like, "You guys are being idiots, and you guys need to just get your stuff and leave. You're ruining the lives of everyone around here, and it's all your fault, and it's all your fault, and it's all your fault." And she just sounds like a broken record at this point, since she doesn't have any points. We're morally in the correct area because literally all we asked for was a price check, and it's gotten to this point in like 3 minutes because she just keeps on refusing for any offers that we have. Like, my mom just is trying to settle it. She's like, "Can we have a manager?" No, can't. Then we'll just wait for a manager if there's not one here right now. And the manager hears and comes. Of course, if you hear your cashier yelling at a customer and stuff, then you're gonna probably want to check it out, especially as a manager. And my mom sends me to take a picture to prove that it was that price, because my mom wanted me to prove that the tag was right above it and that it said for this item exactly. So I'm like, no photos can be forged. I wasn't talking to her about that, but I went over there and I thought to myself, photos can easily be faked, so we could have easily photoshopped that. If it was $120, we could have photoshopped that to be $79, because you can easily Photoshop and manipulate photos nowadays. With videos, you can't as easily, because you can easily just like cut out the sign and make it a white cardboard texture like it, and then you could just write the number over it in the font and stuff, and like maybe add a little bit of a shine to it, and you'd basically have that picture. And I'm like, well, it just wouldn't be a good idea to do that, because it could have been faked. So I'm like, let's do a video, because that's harder to be faked, because we would have had to like Photoshop every frame of that video. So anyways, I take a video and then I go back. So I prove it, and I'm like, yo, I have evidence of this. And the manager agrees with this evidence. The manager's being a really awesome person right now, and the manager's being so nice to the customers, who are us. And like, I'm just gonna have to quickly say that manager is awesome. And then I just think that was a pretty good manager who knew how to just deal with her worker. And anyways, my mom complains about this idiot who is still huffing and puffing over there. She's like, she just didn't agree with us, and like, of course the manager heard her yelling. And anyways, this Karen cashier idiot person, guess what she does when she hears us talking about how mean she was? She starts yelling about how she's not mean. She's like, "You guys were being problematic, and I'm not mean. You guys are idiots, and I'm not mean, and I'm not mean." She still sounds like a broken record right now, of course. And anyways, that's not how you get someone on your side, especially when it's your manager, because yelling at someone doesn't prove your point that you're all good. Even if my mom had like faked the footage, and even if we had faked the footage and stuff, and she was not mean at it and she was being really nice to us, at that point she's just lost all of her credibility by yelling at us, who are just innocent customers who just want to not be scammed. And and the manager tries to send her away. And anyway, she tries to fight with the manager. She's like, "This should be like $120 because it's an air fryer, it's a slow cooker, and an Instapot at the same time." Which I think I mentioned this earlier. Yeah, that's why we were excited to get it for like $80. And she just doesn't believe that it was that price. So the manager eventually gets her to go away, and we get the price. But anyways, I want to add a moral to the story. Make sure you have evidence if you are buying something pricey, especially if it's on sale, because and also when you're in the line, if you make sure that price is exactly like you expected it to be, and exactly like it says on the video or photo. And you can be like, if you get overcharged, and you can hold that against them and prove it's like that. And like if the person doesn't give you it, then you won't have to go through the stuff that we had to go through for it. But anyways, yeah, also I wanted to quickly say how this is how that was very illegal of how she was going about it. Hopefully this doesn't stop my camera rolling. I think it's still rolling. Yes. Okay, my camera's still rolling. Anyways, what I usually use for my audio recording cut out earlier, so I'm using my camera and I'm just gonna overlay gameplay over this. But anyways, I'm going to search the name of my state, bait and switch, which is basically the name of the scam that she tried to pull on us. Okay, let's see. States prohibit certain acts considered to be deceptive trade practices, including false advertising, bait and switch, and tampering with the car's odometer. The name of my state is not... Okay, let's see. But anyways, state laws have banned deceptive trade, which includes this bait and switch. And then I'm going to quickly look up definition of bait and switch. Okay, if you just wanted the story, then you can leave. But now I'm going to quickly go over how we were legally in the right. Bait and switch definition is a form of fraud in retail sales, but also employed in other contexts. First, customers are quote-unquote baited by merchant advertising products or services at a low price, but when the customer visits the store, they discover that the goods were not available or at a higher price, and they are peer pressured into buying a similar or the higher priced item. So basically, it's not the exact same thing as what happened to us, but we kind of got lured into the $80 for this thing. Then we get up there and they try to give us a higher price instead of it. So that is wrong, of course. And then, yeah, so we are legally in the right over that. And I'm going to look at a other thing that says it. I'm going to look at another source that talks about bait and switch. So, because I just used Wikipedia then, so I want to use another thing. Okay, here's the official dictionary version from Oxford Dictionaries, which is very trusted. The action, generally illegal, of advertising goods at an apparent bargain with the intention of substituting inferior or more expensive goods. So it's to trick somebody into buying something more. So I have Wiki, which is, it's not completely trusted in communities like this, but I also have the Oxford Dictionary, which is very trusted. So I can look up, is Oxford Dictionary trusted? Let's see if it is trusted. Are widely regarded as the world's most authoritative sources on current English. The dictionary is regularly updated with evidence of the world's largest research programs and has over 350 words and phrases. Yes, it's pretty trusted and it's reliable. I've looked at other things that have said that about it. So basically, we got tricked